Welcome back to Margaritas in Paradise. Hey, today I wanted to go over a few things with you. People ask all the time, tell them a little bit more about my life. And I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna throw a couple things out there. Some of the things that people say about me, or for whatever. It's like for me, they talking about my supermarket. You go inside my condo, and I'll get to that in a few minutes. Okay, but the first thing, I tend to, when I talk about the supermarket, is I tend to buy things in bulk. And I've been doing that ever since I was in the U.S. I probably got that from a aunt of mine that she had this, I don't know, this kind of warehouse area down in her basement where she stored canned goods and all kinds of really great stuff. It was mainly food and that type of stuff. But, you know, she would get a deal. She was able to save a dime on buying 2 cans of green beans or something like that, or maybe some clam chowder, Campbell soup, whatever the case may be. And she took advantage of that in those days, okay? And today, you know, that dime is transferred to $1 or something like that. And if I can end up saving a little bit of money by buying in bulk, a lot of times I do. Now, in the Thai world, that's different. I learned a long time ago when I first had a relationship where I ended up getting married and everything with Nikki, and we ended up building this house. We did the house party and everything else, and people would come over to our house and they would see that we had a lot of food, or we had a lot of whatever we had, and they would end up taking stuff home with them, and they just thought it was appropriate. It kind of transferred on to later on in life that I kind of understood this philosophy, but not everything that you have is meant to be taken home. And I had a good example. As I had a girl over here one night, and it used to be I would buy, you know, maybe an extra pack of toothbrushes or something like that, and I would keep them in the vanity. And if somebody needed a toothbrush or something like that, they could go in there and have one, and it made it comfortable for them and me. All right. Well, one time I ended up, I had a good deal on the toothbrush sets from hotels. Someplace I was at was selling like 100 pack of those toothbrush little boxes with the toothbrush, toothpaste in it, that type of stuff. And they were selling them really, really cheap. And I thought, man, this would be nice, because if somebody came over, everything's right there. It's all brand new. And it'd be great. So anyway, this girl, she comes over. I tell her there's toothbrushes in there for her to use. All right. So later on, she's walking out with her purse, and there's like, I don't know, 50 toothbrushes coming out of her purse. And I'm like, what are you doing? And she said, well, you have so many, I'm going to take some home and give them to my friends and family. And I'm like, no, you're not. Anyway, you know, I had to tell her she had to put my toothbrushes back. But I knew I had some friends from up north coming down to visit. And I knew they told me that they didn't have a swimsuit. So, well, you come down, you can go swimming. Oh, I don't have a swimsuit. And I said, well, I'll get you one. So I was out on Second Road, and this is COVID time period. But there was a display of bikinis, and I thought, well, this is pretty good. They had a sign that the bikinis were 100 baht per set for a top and a bottom. All right, and they had this big wall of a bunch of bikinis, and they had this massive box, and it was like, oh, I would say it was a big box. Okay, like maybe 2 feet wide, and maybe another 2 feet deep, and like 2 feet tall. And there was all kinds of loose bikinis all in this box. And I don't know, maybe over 100 sets of bikinis that were in there. And so I was kind of going through these looking, and I couldn't remember what size the girl that was coming down was named Gay, but she was coming down, and I couldn't remember what size she was. And the girl came over and she asked me. She said, "What?" She said, "Do you know what size bikini you're looking for?" And I said, "Yeah, it's probably a small bottom, but maybe a medium-sized top." And she said, "Oh," she said, "well, if you find one, I got a good deal on these here. I'll let you have it for 50 baht." And I thought, well, what a deal. Okay. But immediately when she said that, I thought, maybe she'll even do better. And so I asked her, I said, "Well, would you consider just selling me the entire box? How about if I just give you 2,000 baht for the entire box of bikinis?" And she said, "Okay, yeah, I'll take it." So anyway, I was driving my truck that day, fortunately, because I had this big box and it would have been too much to carry on a motorbike. It worked out perfectly with Gay. And I'll tell you what, Amazon, when she came over here, she really took her first pick. She went through it, and she found 2 or 3 or 4, maybe 5 bikinis, that she snagged for herself. But over the last couple of years, this box of bikinis have dwindled down to, let's say there's maybe 60 or 70 bikinis left in this box, but still a lot. So when friends do come over and that type of stuff, or like the other day, I had a friend of mine from down the street here. He had 2 girls coming from Bangkok, and planned on taking them swimming, but they didn't have swimsuits either. So he came down and he took home a big bag of 30 or 40 bikinis, which just worked out great for him. The girls are done with the bikinis. For them to them, they can have them. But if you go into my toilet area and you look underneath the sink, you're going to see everything's pretty organized actually, but all the cleaning products, whether it's glass cleaner or detergents for the porcelain sink, or toilet cleaner, and I have multiple bottles of everything because I told you about using Lazada. Okay, I love to use Lazada with this type of stuff. I go on Lazada, and it's like the other day I ordered Listerine. Okay, I always use Listerine every night, blah blah blah. Anyway, and if you order, let's see here, I want to say it's 4 bottles, 700 milliliter bottles, the big bottles of the Total Care, and I get the alcohol version just because I feel like it's stronger. But the alcohol version, mild taste, for a 4-pack. Okay, now that's going to equate to what's like about $12 or so, something like that. Now a 2-pack at the Big C, or maybe the Lotus, is probably, I don't know, I think it's around 300 baht for a 2-pack. But I get a 4-pack for 400 baht. But if you double that, okay, if you buy multiple items, you get free shipping. So, and there's usually some type of a discount that goes with that as well. So if you get 8 big bottles of Total Care Listerine, that's like a year's supply. Shipping is free, and you get this discount. So the end of 8 bottles ends up costing me, I think it was around 720 baht, or approximately $21 for 8 bottles of Listerine. Now, don't get me wrong, that's a year's supply. It's a lot of Listerine to have, but it's like shower gel. I love, I'm a perfume person for sure. And you ever look at my perfumes that I have here? I have lots of types of perfumes and colognes and things like that. And I get them all over. Most of them I get from King Power. Jumping back to the supermarket, I enjoy the different shower gels. When I'm taking a shower, whatever, and the different smells, and it's just fantastic. I really, really enjoy it. So I test the waters with buying different types of shower gel, and you go into my shower right now, and you're probably going to find at least 4 different types of shower gel in there. So with that being said, when I buy these shower gels, okay, I'll test them at the different stores and smell them, and then I'll kind of put a mental note down and buy them online, because I know I'm going to get them at a better deal online. And still, you know, buying bulk usually is free shipping, and buying bulk, you get a discount on the overall price. So yeah, it's fantastic, and I do that. It doesn't matter. I use it for my Head and Shoulders shampoo. I use it just for everything. Hey, go Chiefs tomorrow morning. Night football, yeah. It's Chiefs and Tampa Bay. Additionally, when it comes to my supermarket, I use paper towels on the roll for the kitchen area, and then I have paper towels that are like hand towels in the toilet in lieu of using actual toilet paper. Now I'll tell you what, in Thailand, one of the things that is a big no-no, no matter about anywhere you go, is putting toilet paper in the toilet. So you always have a garbage can off the side to put your toilet paper in, and there are a few exceptions to that. Some places, like let's say Terminal 21, where they have an advanced system there, and they have a special toilet paper that disintegrates and that type of stuff, and they have signs that telling you to put the toilet paper in the toilet. But for the most part, you don't do that. And the hand towels just work better for cleaning yourself. You have a bidet sprayer, okay, and you clean yourself off with that, and then you can dry yourself with a paper hand towel, which you can discard in the trash can off the side. Now these paper hand towels, you definitely don't want to throw in the toilet. You throw them in the toilet, they're going to clog up the system. Don't flush anything in the toilet except for things that came out of your body. All right, that's pretty much it. And women, all your feminine hygiene products, they all go in the trash can. They don't go in the toilet. You know, I even buy my coffee. I have these great big bags of coffee in 100 packs, and I'll buy 2 or 3 of those at a time. There you go. That's what I use for my coffee every day. You know, in the U.S., we would always use fresh ground coffee, or maybe Folgers or something like that. But here, that's just not the norm, and these packs are widely accepted. Now, I know there's going to be guys that are going to say, oh no, that's not real coffee or anything like that. It's instant coffee. But that's the way it is here. Now, you can go to Starbucks or Amazon Cafe or places like that and get real coffee. And when I buy these packs, they're always in these big 100 packs. I think they're probably coming from Macro. Of course, I buy them online. And I end up buying like 2 or 3 of them at a time. So like 300 packs at a time. I also buy tea. I have I like this herbal fitney tea, and I'll buy maybe 5 or 6 packs of them at a time. And it's always about saving a little bit of money. So, all right. Hey, I want to put out a big shout out to Jaime. I saw him out on the street over on Soy Bacal the other day, and yeah, nice to meet you. I tell everybody that if you see me on the street, definitely come over, say hello, and yeah, it's good to meet you. I definitely appreciate it. And the last one, a really special person to me, is Kat. I've talked about her a lot. For You Massage, she has a great staff up there at For You Massage on Nocula Road. Definitely check her out and everything. She knows how special she is to me. And anyway, I just want to put a shout out to Kat. So that's all I have for you. Go Chiefs. Put your team down in the comment section below. Look in the description for all kinds of links and that sort of thing. Other than that, we'll see you in the next video. All right. Bye-bye.